Willie D Live.
What's up, family? Most of you have heard about the devastation that Hurricane Katrina caused in 2005. But one story you probably have not heard of that's associated with that devastation is the story of a prison in New Orleans that left inmates in their cells to die. Orleans Parish in New Orleans. They abandoned the prisoners. The guards were told to shoot them on sight if they tried to escape. This, as the water rose to chest level, they kept them locked in their cells. Orleans Parish prison officials said 517 inmates were unaccounted for. Unaccounted for? What do y'all think that means? They died. And they're trying to put it out there to make it seem like perhaps they escaped. But here's why I know for a fact 517 inmates did not escape. Because by now, we would have at least had an indication of at least one being captured. You know, the way people talk these days, the way people tell on themselves, the way that the American justice system works, they don't like it when people escape. They don't like it when inmates escape. They will hunt them down to make an example out of them. Those people died. Human beings. They left them to drown, fam. Do you understand how diabolical you have to be to leave human beings in a cell, a cage, to just die as flooding waters come through the prison? You know how diabolical you have to be? I'm telling you, fam, there are a lot of evil people in this world, and many of them work in positions of authority. Many of them are standing in judgment of others who ain't nowhere near as deranged or corrupt or criminal or immoral as they are. 517 inmates. That's 517 lives, 517 families. Think about that. And how many people were affected. That prison took a hit. Everything was destroyed. The floods destroyed everything, including many of the letters that the inmates never received. Some of those letters survived, but others didn't. So obviously all of their personal items and stuff were destroyed in the flood. Fam, this reminds me of that scene from the Titanic when those people who were working on the ship, as the ship was flooding, there were people at the bottom of the ship who didn't have as much money and everything, and they had an opportunity to open a door, unlock a door, and let some of those people out. Well, let all of those people out, really, but they left them there to die. You got to be something different. It's got to be something. You got to be the devil's advocate to move like that. So out of 517 people, none of these people have ever been discovered. Nobody's ever told on themselves. Nobody's ever, you got to have at least one jaded girlfriend who's going to say, yeah, he right over here. He escaped in 2005 of Katrina. He been living at my house and he been hitting on, man, they going to tell. Somebody going to say something. What they did, I'm going to tell you what I think they did. I think those inmates perished at Orleans Parish Prison, and they went in there and cleaned up. They went in there and took those bodies out and buried those bodies in a mass grave. That's what I think happened. And someday, one day, those bodies are going to be discovered. Well, perhaps, because they're so evil. They could have put those bodies in a wood chipper. You never know. This underscores yet again, family, why you do not want to put your life in the hands of the system. These people don't give a damn about you. And if something like that happens again, they will let you die. It's already happened again. I believe it happened in Florida, a jail in Florida, that something like that happened when the floods came in. They left people to die. They left those inmates to die. They don't care. You do not want to be there. You do not want to get caught up in this system. Because once you do, you're no longer in control of your own life. You no longer have stewardship. The state does. The uncivilized mutts who work for the state does. R.I.P. to all who lost their lives during Hurricane Katrina, and my condolences and well wishes to the survivors. No more talk.